let's go ahead and get started. So go ahead, come to a nice comfortable seat. And I just wanted to start with just walking you through a few things. Hey Maggie, welcome lovey. Okay. So, welcome first off. So glad to have y'all here. So happy to see you. It's really cool because we are celebrating so many incredible things today. We've got the winter solstice, which we were just talking about, and we also have the great conjunction, right? It's where Jupiter and Saturn are at 0 degrees Aquarius. So it's the closest the two planets, our two biggest planets, have been in nearly 800 years. That's incredible. Like, it wows me, it astonishes me. And as this Aquarian frequency deepens, the new will start to replace the old in the natural, universal law of balance. It offers the opportunity for renewal, a shedding of old thoughts or of old ways of being, and a welcoming in of the light. And with the winter solstice, it happens to be the official start of winter, which normally you think, wait, we're already in winter, what are you talking about? But this is the official start of winter. It's the shortest day of the year, and it marks the rebirth of the sun. A new solar year has begun, and the northern hemisphere on Earth is beginning to tilt back toward the sun. So we're going to start to get more light for longer, which is so wonderful. So go ahead, come to your cross-legged seated position, sitting up nice and tall, resting your hands in your lap. Close your eyes. Relax your face. And just start to tune into your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Connecting to how it feels in this moment. And tuning in. Keep breathing. Welcoming that life force in. This rebirth is a sacred time to draw forth what you truly desire and to set your intentions for this new season of life. So by setting these intentions now, we can clarify them and lay out the framework for our plans, building a path that will light the way through the darkness of winter and guide us toward our brightest future. So during this practice, we will activate our intentions by turning inward and stoking our inner fire, or Anyi. And of course, we're going to honor the sun and its bright return. So let's go ahead and begin by coming to a kneeling position. Now, if kneeling isn't the most comfortable for you, you're welcome to stay seated. You can grab a blanket, put it underneath your knees. You could also grab a pillow or roll up your blanket and put it underneath your bum, like right in between your bum and your heels. That kind of helps ease any of that pain or tightness. Rest your hands on your thighs. Nice lengthened spine. Lengthening the space between the heart and the belly button. Release the shoulders down. Tuck the chin ever so slightly. And close your eyes. And as you sit back, let this pose remind you of your most heroic self. Courageous in the face of darkness, and the carrier of a bright torch that resides within you. Breathe here, in this strength. Feel the power and vitality of your breath, your life force as it comes in through your body and courses throughout. And go ahead, start to engage your ujjayi breath. So you inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, lifting the soft palate, releasing the tongue down, and creating that swirling sound in the back of your throat. That Darth Vader kind of hopper sound with your lips closed. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep breathing, engaging in this beautiful ujjayi pranayama practice. And truly, if it helps, imagine you're Darth Vader. And if it's a little too challenging, you can open your mouth, and when you exhale, exhale as if you're fogging up a mirror. That also works. And as you're breathing, try and elongate the inhale. Make it longer and fuller and deeper. And exhale, long, slow, blowing all the air out you possibly can. Really inhale, welcome in all that new, fresh air. Exhale, blow out all the old. Very active pranayama practice here. And as you continue your pranayama, bring both hands and your attention to your belly, right where your solar plexus chakra is, right where the navel is, or a manipura chakra. And chakras are just the energy center within our bodies. And the manipura chakra, or the solar plexus chakra, right in our belly, is associated with fire. So that inner fire we have, that ani, that power, will, and achievement. It is your center of strength, your stamina, your vitality, ego, willpower, and your ability to transform. So keeping that ujjayi breath going, feeling the rise and fall of your belly. Imagine you've got this little flame right inside your belly. And every time you inhale and take in that life force, the flame gets bigger and bigger, turning into a ball of light that is pulsating and radiating energy, force, light frequency. And with this powerful breath, this light just gets bigger and bigger and expands, moving into your heart chakra, the heart area, down to your sacral chakra, your womb, and your root chakra, right at the base of your spine. And this light is expanding and rising up into your throat, your third eye, and breathing in this beautiful light that is radiating out of you. It's starting to shoot out of your crown, creating this beautiful light surrounding you. Notice how powerful, radiant, and alive you are. And go ahead, release your Ujjayi breath, release your hands. Breathe normally. And you can go ahead, come up off your feet, shake them out a little bit. And we're going to move to cat and cow. So if you have sensitive wrists, feel free to sit crisscross applesauce, interlace your fingers behind your head, and you can do your spinal inflections that way. Otherwise, join me for tabletop. So, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and fully engaging, reaching the crown of your head forward and reaching the base of your spine back. Draw the navel into your spine, drawing that belly button in, or sitting up nice and tall and lengthen. And inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart and gaze. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale, release the belly, breathing deep. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, release and open. Exhale, round and back. Keep moving at your own pace, keeping the breath going, perhaps using that Ujjayi breath to really be intentional with the air and the breath. Really getting into the pelvis and the hips, rocking that pelvic bowl. And you can find any other movement that feels good to you right now. Keeping the breath going. And maybe stretching your wrists out. And then take your time and press back into downward facing dog or dolphin. Finding your way here, no rush. Pressing through the fingertips. Letting the head fall. Shoulders drawn down your spine. Sending your heels down toward the mat. And keeping a bend in the knees. Always remembering you can take a little break and come to child's pose. And if you'd like, you can start to walk the dog, bending one knee at a time. And then maybe you can bend both knees, straighten them, and send the pelvis, the tailbone, even further up. And then inhale, walk your feet up to the top of the mat for forward fold. Knowing you can bring your hands to your props or to the mat. Keeping a gentle bend in the knees, letting the torso hang over the legs. Release the head. And maybe sway side to side if that feels good. And go ahead, bend the knees, roll up chin to chest, nice and slow. Eventually coming up to stand for Tadasana. Rooted down into the floor, legs engaged, tail is tucked, that navel is drawn in. Heart lifted, shoulders down, palms facing front, chin slightly tucked. We have all three locks engaged. That root lock squeezing the bathroom muscles, drawing them in and up into the belly button, into the navel drawn in, that Uddiyana band. And then that gorgeous elongated neck for the Jaladhara band. Nice, strong, and fully engaged. Breathing here. And inhale, both arms up, reaching. Go ahead, grab your left wrist, inhale, and do a side bend to the right. Rooting the left foot into the mat. Breathing into the side body. And exhale back to center. Switch hands. Inhale, side bend left. Rooting down into that right foot. And exhale up to center. Inhale to the other side, reaching and breathing. And exhale back to center. Inhale to the other side. And exhale back to center. Release the arms down and start to willow tree it out just a little bit. Release any tension you might have. Maybe shake out the shoulders, give a good shimmy. Shake out the legs, shake out the wrists, shake out the face. All right. So with the winter solstice, we're going to honor the sun. And traditionally, during a solstice, what one does as a yogi, you would do 108 sun salutations. We're not going to do that. I might actually collapse if I did that. I'm working my way up to it. So we're not going to do that many. We are going to do some sun salutations. And I invite you to truly work your way through this, right? You can keep pace with me, or you can move through it at your own pace. You'll get the same benefits. So long as your sun salutations have that intention and that attention to the sun and soaking up that energy, building that inner fire and strength, you get the same benefits. 1 sun salutations versus 108, you still get the same payoff. So, and remember, you can always take a break. Join me whenever you're ready. So coming up to your Tadasana, nice and strong. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, lower to the mat. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, forward to cobra or baby cobra. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale. And inhale, walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Tadasana. Take a breath here. We're going to move at this pace for a few more sun salutations and really try and keep the breath connected throughout the whole movement. So inhale the arms up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, lower to the mat or chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here. Inhale to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath. Inhale to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath. Inhale to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Tadasana. Take a breath here. And for this last sun salutation, feel free to take it at your own pace, and we'll meet in child's pose. And go ahead and use your hands to walk up and come up to stand. All right, so go ahead, grab your blanket if you want some cushion for your knees. If you need a little water break, go ahead and grab a sip of water. Have your props at the top of your mat within easy distance to grab. And coming to your Tadasana, rooted firmly in the ground, fully engaged, all three locks, root lock, navel lock, throat lock. Notice how your body feels in this moment. Notice if you feel any heat rising, or maybe you feel calm and cool. Just notice how you feel. And inhale, both arms up. Exhale, dive down, hands to your blocks. Inhale, step that right foot back to a nice low lunge. Strong legs, navel engaged. Inhale. And exhale, lower that knee down to the floor, rising up for Anjaneyasana. Inhale the arms up to a nice wide V or cactus. Opening the chest wide, pressing through the feet, squaring off the hips, navel drawn in. Nice big breaths here. Exhale, shift back to half split. Lengthen spine, flexed foot, reaching the heart, reaching the tailbone back, breathing deep, and moving with the flow. Inhale forward, Anjaneyasana. Open up to the sun and the sky. Exhale back. Inhale forward, opening to receive all the energy, and exhale back. Inhale forward, arms wide. Interlace the fingers, pointer fingers facing up, thumbs facing out. And inhale, lift the gaze slightly for a back bend. And exhale, release the hands out and down. Frame your foot, hands to your prop. Tuck your back toe, lift that knee. You can bring your toe in just a little bit. Bring your navel into your spine. Press through your feet and rise up to crescent lunge. Breathing here, feeling the strength of your legs. Draw that navel in, lift that heart, lower the shoulders, and inhale the arms up, nice and tall and strong. And inhale, open up to warrior two. Keep the tail tucked, navel drawn in, heart lifted, shoulders down, fingers reaching. If you need to ease off, ease off. Make sure you can see your big toe, breathing here. Such a strong, fierce pose. Feel that fire, that light building, pulsing, growing. And inhale, reverse the warrior, tipping the hand back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, warrior two. And go ahead, bring your hands to your hips. Turn that back heel up. Inhale, step up to the top of the mat. And shake it out. And switching sides. Rooted down into the floor, Tadasana. Firmly planted down. Rising up through the heart. Strong, open chest. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, dive down, hands to your props. Inhale, step the left foot back. Low lunge. Check that alignment. And release the knee down. Inhale, come up to Anjaneyasana. Inhale, both arms up to a nice wide V or a cactus. Press through the feet. Square off the hips. Chest open. Navel drawn in. Breathing deeply. And inhale. Exhale, shift the weight back to half split. Inhaling into this beautiful stretch. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Moving with the flow. Inhale forward, Anjaneyasana. Exhale back. Inhale forward, Anjaneyasana. And exhale back. Inhale forward, Anjaneyasana. Exhale back. And last time, inhale forward. Opening the chest. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift the gaze for a slight back bend. Make sure your hips are squared, your navel's drawn in, and your shoulders are down. Breathing, taking in this energy that we're building, this light we're cultivating. And exhale, release your hands down to your props. You might need to walk your foot in a little bit. Lift the knee up. And engaging your core, pressing through the feet. Rise up to that high lunge. Breathing here. And inhale the arms up. Nice and strong. Crescent lunge. And inhale. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Tuck the tail in, navel drawn in, heart lifted, fingertips reaching, gaze over the middle finger. Make sure that front knee is moving out. Make sure you can see that big toe. Strong, shoulders down. Tapping in to that inner strength that has sustained you for the past year. And inhale the arms up for reverse the warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, tip back, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, warrior two. Bring your hands down to your hips. Turn that back heel up and step up to the top of the mat. And shake it out. Coming back to your mountain pose. Rooted down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Connecting your thumbs to your sternum, pressing into the palms, chin slightly tucked, all locks engaged for samastitihi, pose of stillness. Perhaps bringing into your mind's eye everything you had to do, everything you endured and lived through in order to get you to today. All the people you had to have met, lessons you had to have learned, experiences you had to have experienced. And release your hands down. And go ahead and make your way back to child's pose. Knees wide, toes touching. Release the heart and head down to the mat. Surrendering the mind to the heart, to the soul. Imagining that light and fire that we've been building turning into just the most beautiful white light that is now all everywhere, all over our body, inside and out, just everywhere, all around us. If you feel comfortable, you can go ahead, bring your hands to a prayer mudra right behind your head. ahead, reach your hands straight out in front of you. Go ahead, take the left arm, tuck it under your right for a little spinal twist here. Breathing deeply, resting your forehead or ear on the mat. And then taking your time to switch sides. Bringing your arms back to center. Walk your hands up. And go ahead, come to a seated position. Bringing the bottoms of your feet to touch. And butterfly. Sitting up nice and tall. You can keep your eyes closed. And just start bouncing your knees. Keep breathing. Relax your face muscles. And go ahead, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over, forehead to your feet, or as far forward as you can come. Breathe into the lower back. Breathe into the hips. And then go ahead, walk your hands up. Put your left foot straight out, right knee in. You can cross your foot over your leg if you like, or just keep it right next to it. You're going to inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist. You can always put your back hand on your prop. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, deepen the twist. Twisting can be very, very nourishing. Can help with detoxing the body, helping to release any negative energy or toxins, or if you'd like to think of it as toxic thoughts or toxic energies. And then leave your feet where they're at and just do a counter stretch. So you're just going to stretch in the other direction. And my back always pops when I do this. Feels delicious. Go ahead, switch feet. Inhaling to sit up nice and tall. Exhaling to twist. Bringing out anything old that's still lingering. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, deepen the stretch. And then leave your feet where they're at. Go ahead, do a counter stretch. And go ahead, move into your Shavasana. Really taking the time to get comfortable. If you want to lower the lights, get a blanket and a pillow. Maybe laying down on your stomach or your side. You can lay down on your back with your feet at the wall If you have a couch nearby, you can go lay down on that. Truly get comfortable. Close your eyes. Take your hands wherever you are, rub them together. And cup them over your eyes. Inhaling deeply through the nose. And exhale. Start to massage your forehead and your brows, releasing any tension or tightness or leftover stress that might still be there. Moving out to your temples and your cheeks. Taking the heels of your hands to draw them down your jaw. And letting your hands fall down wherever feels comfortable. Close the lips of your mouth. Separate your teeth. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth, truly relaxing and softening the jaw. Inhale. Exhale, sigh of relief. Inhale. Exhale, sigh. Inhale. Exhale, release the weight of your head into the floor. Inhale. Exhale, release your shoulders, arms, and hands into the floor. Inhale. Exhale, release the lower back and the gluteus muscles, making sure to not clench, to just let them soften and release. Inhale. Exhale, release the backs of your legs, calves, heels into the floor. Melting into the earth. Letting gravity assist you in pulling you down, sinking into the ground. Trusting that the earth will hold you and keep you. And that while you're here in the Shavasana, all you have to do is breathe, relax, release. There are no expectations, no judgments. Just be as you are. And at any time, feel free to bring your attention back to your breath. There's nothing else left for you to do but Shavasana. starting to deepen the breath, bringing your attention back into your body, bringing movement back into your fingers and your toes, circling the wrists, circling the ankles. Reach the arms above your head and stretch. And go ahead and roll over to one side to lay down. Maybe use your hands as a pillow. Put a blanket or a pillow in between the knees. Draw your knees into your chest. Reconnecting with the breath. Reconnecting with the feel of the ground. And I'd like to invite you to either stay here where you're at, or you can find a chair to go sit in. As long as you can hear my voice, you'll be okay. Or you can come to sit in Sukhasana or easy pose. Maybe grab a blanket to wrap around you for warmth. Just get nice and comfy. And rest your hands in your laps, close your eyes. Reconnecting with the breath. And perhaps turning your palms up to face the ceiling or sky and pressing your thumb and your pointer fingers together in gyan mudra. Mudra of wisdom, knowledge. Keeping your attention on your breath. And we're going to take a few moments, and I'm going to ask you a few questions or contemplations. There's no wrong or right answer, nor do you even have to have one. Just things to maybe consider. That's all you can do, is just in this moment, simply consider each one and what it may be, what it might mean. And I'd also like to encourage you to welcome all of your thoughts, any thought that might come up, without any judgment. Let your mind go wherever it goes, without any reserve. Connecting to the breath. Take a moment and pull up to your mind's eye a place that makes you happy, that makes you feel peaceful and serene. It could be in a meadow or on the beach. It could be in a room somewhere. It could be on a mountain. It could be in a forest. Picture yourself in that scene. Happy, safe, whole. And looking back on your journey over this past year, ask yourself, what has been important to you? What has brought you deep satisfaction? What has brought you disappointment or frustration? And through all that, what have you learned about yourself? Now looking forward to the return of the light, the sun, longer days, shorter nights. What is important to me? Ask yourself, what is truly important to me? What do I value? What do I want, dream, hope to achieve? What are the projects that I want to come to fruition? And what new habits would I like to cultivate in this coming season? And thinking of all those things that came into your mind, all that hope, all those intentions and goals, in order to make space for them, ask yourself, what do I need to let go of? Who do I need to let go of? What do I want to leave behind in the old year? What do I need to sweep out to make way for the new? What can I release? And what can I usher in? What new adventures can I nourish and strive for? And taking your hands, bringing them to heart center, connected thumbs to the sternum. You are what your deepest desire is. As your desire is, so is your intention. As your intention is, so is your will. As your will is, so is your deed. And as your deed is, so is your destiny. The Upanishads. The light, fire, and hope that resides within me honors and bows to the light, fire, and hope that resides within each of you. Thank you for joining me today. Happy Solstice and Namaste.